Good morning. It is Tuesday, March 23rd, and this is what we're doing for math today. We're going to start reviewing for your test on Friday. So it says for your learning target, I can classify angles and solve problems involving triangles, scale drawings, and similar figures. So, number one, I have you doing that a variety of ways. And two out of the three there are in Google Classroom. So there is a vocabulary Quizlet and a quizzes, multiple quizzes for you to go through and review and practice everything we've done in chapter 7. So, in chapter 7, we've done angles, we've classified angles, including vertical, adjacent, complementary, and supplementary. We went through triangles and classified triangles by sides and by angles, and we talked about the triangle sum theorem that says that triangles have 180 degrees inside their triangles. Then we went into scale drawings and we did a little bit with maps and blueprints. And then afterwards, the last thing we covered was similar figures and understanding how to, the characteristics of similar figures, how you know if two shapes are similar to each other. So let me show you that first. So in Google Classroom, you're going to see under classwork, chapter 7 geometric figures test review. So the Quizlet here, this will go through some vocabulary that we've been working through since the beginning of chapter 7. And you had some of that vocabulary in your first three quick checks that we did in the chapter. So this is a review of that because you'll see that on the test. And then here's the quizzes. There is 9 of them here. And so what you should do is make sure that you spend some time on those. Really, all of them, right? Because if you are, it's been, well, gosh, it's been 3 weeks probably, if not a little bit more, since we started looking at angles. And so some of that material might have just kind of faded by, right? Like not completely forgotten, but at the same time, it's been a while since we've done some of that. So I would make sure you spend time today. I'm giving you the entire time to review for the test. I'm giving you the time to go through those 9 quizzes and review. I'm giving you the time to go through the Quizlet and review the vocabulary. Also, I put on here that quiz. And so I said directions in the video. So essentially, this is what you can do. We spent some time in that quiz, just going through some different things in geometry, with triangles and angles and so on. So when we did that on that quiz in this geometry column, you can go into this triangle section like we have before, and you can click on identify, and you can also click on angles. And that allows you to practice the 180 degrees inside the triangles. It practices identifying the different types of triangles, whether it was by its sides or by its angles. And then there's also where you can choose similar. And this is also what we just got done doing in lesson 4. So this helps you find that missing side, looking at scale factor. Okay, that's one. You could also go into angles here, and you could choose triangle. And that again will review the 180 degrees. If you wanted to review measuring angles, you could do that. And if you also click on line here, this reviews your complementary and supplementary. All right, so in that geometry column, there's a few pieces here that you can go to and practice to also prepare you for your test. Come back here. And then this chapter 7 graded checklist we've talked about. I talked about it yesterday with you. And these are the items that are due by Friday. I did take a look at BuzzMath, the 5 lessons. So this exit me out of here for a second. This right here, these 5. And I went by class, all of my classes. And I looked to see who was getting it done. So these top 2, these new ones, using the coordinate system on a roadmap, understanding concepts of angle measurement. These are the 2 new ones that I added. There is probably maybe 5 students in each class, each crew, and that includes virtual, getting it done. So these 2 need to get done as well because all 5 of these are due Friday. I also took a look at the ones that have been on the agenda for weeks now, classifying triangles, describing triangles, identifying acute and right and obtuse angles, this right here. Also, the majority of those are done, but there is probably, again, another, let's say 10 in each crew that have not completed these. So, please use the time. This is the beginning of third trimester, and you want to get your third trimester math grade off to the right start. So please use the time today after this video to go through what I have listed here in number 1 and practice and get ready for the test. And then get into Buzz Math, please. If it's not finished, please double check those 5 lessons, because again, that is going to be due on Friday. All of these items in this graded checklist are due Friday. So if you don't get Buzz Math done by Friday, and we get an email on Monday asking to be, can I get it done? I finished it. No, it's Friday. Okay. So deadlines, the deadline of Friday has to be met. And same thing with Alex that we talked about yesterday. Please make sure the week of March 15th through March 21st is completed as well. So that can go in the grade book. And that again is done and closed at that point. All right, so I'm going to let you go and get started today. Enjoy your day. It should be a relaxing day, honestly, to review. Use your calculator, use your line paper. If you have any of your notes, obviously, still with you, you should, to help you out, and work with each other, even if your crew teachers are okay with that. If you come across questions as you're reviewing today, please let one of us know. We're going to head into the practice test, the study guide on Thursday, and then the test on Friday. Have a great Tuesday.